Do you like NASCAR? Do you like a Tribe Called Quest? Well, you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like manwich and nachos? Well, then you'd love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like guns? Do you like butter? Well, you're gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Yo, what's good, son? You like pit bulls, say? You like solving Sudoku puzzles? Then you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Hey, buddy, if your car making a sound like this, you might want to get you some power steering fluid and check out the Urban Conservative podcast.
Are you repulsed by the idea of drag queen story time at your local library, but enjoy Carol Baskin TikTok memes? Then you would enjoy the Urban Conservative.
This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description.
Can't hold me now, I'm trying to keep from staying low. Low key is over, you can't reach what you don't know. I'm moving different, running circles round them folk. They say your failures teach you everything and more. Blah.
What's up, world? Top of the morning to you. Welcome to Top of the Morning, the best 30-minute morning show on the planet. I'm your host, Abdul Ali. Thanks for being with us this wonderful Tuesday morning. We hope everybody is doing good. Got yourself a warm cup of something. We've got that French Express blend in the TUC mug this morning. If you haven't done so, please jump over to tuconservative.com. Get yourself a membership. Support the platform. You can become a sponsor. Underwrite an episode. Again, tuconservative.com. Got your work privilege shirts and all that good stuff. I got to give a big shout out to Professor Nicholas Giordano, who's going to be joining us Monday, February 13th, 8 p.m. live right here for the Urban Conservative Podcast with myself and my twin brother Raheem, Architect Soto. Again, that is a Monday the 13th at 8 p.m. Professor Nicholas Giordano is going to be live with us here on the Urban Conservative. You've seen him on Fox News. He has a super dope podcast called the PAS Report. So make sure you jump on over to tuconservative.com. Get yourself a mug, get yourself a hat, get yourself a t-shirt. Y'all see those fantastic work privilege, not white privilege, not black privilege, but work privilege. That's the privilege that counts here in our country. So again, tuconservative.com, jump on over there. Well, folks, it's going to be a very, very interesting morning, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a couple of things we want to talk to y'all about this morning. And look, go ahead, Rob. What was you about to say?
I wasn't about to say anything other than good morning, folks.
Yeah, so we've added a little bit here. Raheem Architect Soto's on with us this morning. So check it out, bro. You have a kid that went to school, right? That went to college, got a degree, right? And there was a point growing up where we were told that's what you do, right? If you're like us, a lot of us were told you graduate high school, you go to college, you get a job, you have a family, you do that thing. And college was always looked at as one of those, like, just, it was just, it's what you do, it's where you go, right? I even remember hearing that because of the show, The Cosby Show and A Different World, because of A Different World, enrollment in colleges like tripled in the United States as a result of that show. So here we are sending our kids, hopefully, to a place that we call higher learning. Okay, an institute of higher learning. We're supposed to be teaching these young people how to become adults, how to become leaders, how to create and think and shape the policies and blah, 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 right? We're supposed to be sending them off to get educated. But there's been a trend as of late, and I was trying to find it, right? When you see the pictures of how people leave to go to college and what they look like when they
You
come,
mean the happy giddy on the way to college face?
and
Then the
then
sad.
no, then their hair is shaved off. They've got a bone through their nose, a
Oh
tattoo in the middle of
no.
their forehead. Like, and I'll find it.
You mean the woke transformation?
Oh my gosh, the woke transformation. But here's what happens, right? This is why I'm bringing this up. Because the University of Illinois is putting $1 million more money towards social justice projects because we don't have enough social justice. Because that's what these kids need to be how to taught, not electrical engineering, not becoming pilots, not becoming doctors, not becoming the things that we know we need, not becoming, what do you call those folks? Civil engineers.
Right.
The university's call to action to address racism and social injustice was first announced in July of 2020.
Hold on. My question is this: why
Uh-huh.
are people on the left hell bent on recreating racism?
I have
Like,
no idea.
when did racism, like, just in all honesty, because I remember the 90s, right? I remember going through the 90s. You got the occasional drive-by nigger from here.
Right. Right.
You understand what I was saying?
No. I got you. I'm with you.
That was occasional, but like, why are they trying to revamp racism in you guys' opinion? What is the need to make everybody think that there's like this racial crunch in America? I just don't get it.
So I think because it's an easy, low hanging fruit to keep people oppressed. It's an easy emotional tug, right? Just easy. So check this out. This is their annual commitment to spend $2 million to fund research projects on racism and injustice. The
Okay.
university explained that the program is listen to this, bro, a commitment by our university to put the need to address systemic racism and generationally embedded racial disparity into concrete action.
Okay.
All right. The October 2022 symposium for the program featured critical race theory, Ibram X. Kendi. I'm done. I don't even want to talk about it, yo. They had Ibram Kendi come there. I don't know if you ever saw this dude try to define racism when somebody asked him to define racism and he couldn't. This is folks, not every kid needs to go to a 4-year liberal arts college, okay? Don't just shove your kid into a college. Send that kid to become a carpenter, a pipe fitter, a welder, a plumber, an electrician, an auto mechanic, a pilot. You don't necessarily have to shove your kid into these universities where they're going to be just spewing out this. I don't, I don't want to use the word woke, bro. I don't want to use it, but I mean, clearly, if y'all have it, Ibram X. Kendi is the foundational speaker of what you're trying to put forward. So just be mindful.
Mr. CRT himself.
Mr. CRT himself. So as we hit the 10-minute mark, just a reminder, just be mindful. There are other options. If you have high school students, they have something called CTE in the schools now, career and technical education, what we used to call VOTEC back in the day. Those are viable options. We don't have to keep sending our children, our young people into these indoctrination camps. Because when you see those terms like social justice, systemic racism, intergenerational disparities, like these good sounding, big worded, highfalutin terms, sounds like indoctrination to me. We're going to take a quick commercial break after we read this comment. It's so many difference on the word woke. I know the definition from the Black American community. The other definition is totally false.
Okay, so can you put in the comment section what the definition is in the Black American community? Because I'm just curious.
Nah,
Thank
I
you, brother
mean,
Frank.
stay woke.
Appreciate that.
Woke, nah, bro. Woke means like pay attention, but
Nah,
keep your eyes on the.
I've never known it to mean anything other than the libtard woke. I've never. Yeah,
Yeah,
you better get
nah. You
woke,
never
brother.
heard the song "Stay Woke"? Yeah, people would say "Stay woke," bro. Like
What
that's a
song is
thing.
stay woke? What are you talking about?
You never heard the song "Stay Woke" before?
From who?
Hold on, I don't know the guy's name. It's a song. I think it's
Redbone?
"Stay Woke." Redbone. Yeah,
Why would I? I
yeah.
don't listen to Childish Gambino. What the? Why would I know who? I don't
Because
listen
you're
to
not right.
Childish Gambino.
Yo, Rob. Yeah, so we're gonna say somebody's what for listening to that.
I wake up feeling like you don't want to play right. Yeah, so this is more libtardism. I used to know, but now that shit don't feel right. It made me put away my pride so long. You made me a nigga wait for some so long. You made it hard for a boy like that to go wrong. I'm wishing I could make this mine. Oh, if you want it, yeah, you can have it. Oh, 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 if you need it, oh, we can make it. Oh, if you want it, you can have it. But stay woke. Niggas creeping. They gonna find you. Like, what is this? They gonna find you, gonna catch you sleeping.
Here's
Oh,
what you got. Here's what
now
you got.
stay woke. Niggas creeping. Now you don't close your eyes. Too late. You want to make it right, but now it's too late. My peanut butter chocolate cake with Kool-Aid. I'm trying not to waste my time. If you want it, you can have it. You better believe in something. We can make it. If you want it, you can have it, but stay woke. Niggas creeping, they be creeping, they gonna find you, gonna catch you sleeping, put your hands up now, baby. Ooh, stay woke. But stay woke, niggas creeping, they gonna find you, gonna catch you. Now stay woke, niggas creeping. Now don't close your eyes. Oh, how did it get so scandalous? Oh, how did it? Oh, how, like, what does this mean? I don't understand any of this. What is this?
So what it is, bro, is it's a very soft way of saying look at everything through the lens of racism. It's a
No, he said no, but wait, all right, cool. No, brother Frank, I'm asking as a student, like, teach me when in the 80s was we using the word woke.
yeah.
Only time I heard woke is when I woke up. Like, I woke up over there.
But everybody's different everywhere. Every different place had their slang. That's
But
the
I
one
think
thing.
that's an awesome context, Ali, that like what the brother's saying is because how did
Mhm.
this word woke get this? To me, when I hear it, I cringe.
Right.
So
Right, because
I'd
for you
like to
it
be
sounds like look at everything through the lens of racism.
That's what it
That's
sounds
the
like.
intent
And what Brother
there. It's
Frank
like
is saying is
it's to
that word
look
comes
for
out of it.
microaggressions and to look for these little things that I didn't get service in the store fast enough, but I'm woke, so I see the racism behind the lady in the store. Like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
like it's just, but that's what I'm saying. I want to know the connotation or the frame that it was used in back in the 80s and where did, but anyway, that might change. All right,
Yeah,
yo,
and look, like I said, every different area had their different slang, and everybody had something different. But again, what we're simply suggesting is that there are other options than sending our young people into these universities to be indoctrinated. So we're gonna take a
yo,
quick.
does woke come out of that system? The woke in the iteration that we have now, like this social conscious, liberal, weird, like because even when it was in the quote unquote black community and it's like, yeah, brother, stay woke. I was like, what? I'm woke. What? You're woke if you're not asleep. Like, what are we talking about here? I just
Right.
didn't get it. I was just like, all right, I guess that's the new thing. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Top of the Morning. We
We're
will
gonna
be
take a
right
quick,
back.
quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that, but that's what we'll do. We'll be right back.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, welcome back to Top of the Morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're checking out the best 30-minute morning show on the planet. We appreciate you being here with us this morning. If you haven't done so, jump on over to tuconservative.com. Get yourself a Hamilton plan, cop yourself a mug, a work privilege t-shirt or mug or Top of the Morning mug or something. Help us keep this thiggity thing going. We appreciate each and
Yo, I
every
think I
one of
got
our
I think I got
sponsors,
the mug up.
underwriters. Yeah.
I think I got the mug page up right here.
Yeah, there's the mug page right there. You can get you a
So
mug,
you could get that black thing. What you really need to get in your life is this black thing right here.
that urban conservative mug is fierous.
See that? See that? See that?
Yeah, you need to
You
get you
get
one of
all
those.
that. All right, but anyway, I'm over here showing
All
up.
right, so yo, we were gonna talk about the State of the Union, but we opted out of that because it's tonight. I don't have very high expectations. I think the viewership's gonna probably be horrible. I don't think anybody's gonna watch the State of the Union.
It might be me, you, and like 11 other people.
Well, we'll just catch Tucker Carlson's replay of it. He'll have the highlights all together by the time we need to get it to it. But we're gonna switch gears here. There's been some updates in this whole George Santos thing. He's been under more fire, bro. If you're him, would you have been quit if you were him? Would you have just
Yo,
tapped
in all
out?
honesty, if I'm him, I probably don't quit because he's probably that narcissistic. He's probably that. I don't know him, so I'm saying this. This is obviously an opinion. I clearly don't know the man, but for you to lie, manipulate, right? And manipulate an entire district like that, you gotta be a little what's the word here? Sociopathic.
Yeah,
gotta be a little bit of a sociopath.
yeah,
So
I
what
can
I'm
see
thinking
that.
is what I'm thinking is, right, and I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong about this.
Right.
So when you add it all up, I think, Ali, what you get is you get the first word I'm gonna use is very loosely connected. So y'all don't jump on me. Like, keep playing. All right, listen. We have a homosexual, habitual, pathological, sociopathical liar. Now hold on. We got bean footage. So now this gentleman is being accused of groping a groin. He is out in these offices.
Wait, did you just say groin groping?
He's in these streets groping allegedly.
Groin groping.
All right, we gotta go. All right, well, we'll go back to that. He said groin groping. Now listen to this report from CBS News for educational purposes only.
Strongly denying allegations of sexual misconduct.
They were made by a prospective staffer. CBS
Can you
News'
hear
Dick
that?
Brennan here now with the latest on this. Dick.
Well, Maurice and Christine, Derek Myers says he was working as a volunteer in Santos's office, waiting on paperwork to finalize a job offer. But he claims that after he rejected Santos's advances, the offer was rescinded. Santos says none of that is true. George Santos is not one for talking to the media, but he did speak out about allegations of sexual misconduct.
It's comical.
Derek Myers says on January 25th, when he was alone with Santos in his office, that Santos put his hand on his groin, then invited him over to his house that evening. Myers says he pushed the congressman's hand away and left the office. He says his job offer was rescinded 5 days later.
All right, yo, listen, Ra. Let me tell you something. Go back just a tick.
Yo, what's going on with Money's hair though?
Just go back. I gotta point something out here, bro. I gotta point something out to y'all, man. All right, y'all gotta understand what's really happening here. You see that picture right there, bro? What stands out to you about that picture?
He has no mustache.
Nah, son, nah.
He has like this deer in the headlights hotel room vibe.
That is the hotel room grinder.
I know those curtains in that lampshade.
I know those curtains in that lampshade, buddy.
That's seedy hotel.
Yeah, buddy. Come on, man. Seriously, America, this is what we got to do.
Yeah, how many of you guys think in the comments watching this right now? How many of y'all think he groped this dude? Put a 1 if you think he groped. Put a 2 if you think he did not grope.
Let me rephrase. I am under the impression that there was a groin gropage.
You think there was a groin grope?
I think he groped him.
You think he went for the goods?
Yo, Santos looks like the kind of dude where if a young, and that, I'm not being funny, but that dude may give off a little bit of, the gaydar may go off for this guy right here.
Yo,
right?
Frank is off the chain. Santos has been caught in so many lies, especially in this picture of him in drag. Fellas, we got to take a L with this. No, we wearing the super L. But
super duper L.
As Republicans, we got to wear that L. Which I'm glad you said that, brother Frank. I'm glad you pointed that out because us Republicans are willing to take our L's.
We should be. We better be. He's a whole L. So listen,
we got some ones. We got some ones who think that he did the gropage. But so listen, hold on, there's more to the story, Ali.
Hold on, before you say that though, Santos looks like the kind of dude that if a guy like this young man walks in, if you're coming in for a job, I'm already in a position of authority over you. He looks like that. What'd you say? Psychopathic.
All right, I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all, right? We in our mid 40s, right, or early 40s, right? We 44. That's at mid. We're almost at the mid mark, right?
Yeah, we're almost at mid.
Ali, I have hair on my head, bro.
I still have some hair on my head.
Once I develop a patch of hair that's not congruent with the rest of my head,
you say
right?
baldy.
I'm gonna go ahead and need you to shave that off, sir. So
Baldy.
I have this issue. I don't know if it's like a pet peeve, but when it's thinning, let it go, bro. Just let it go. Don't go get the balayage or what is that? All right, but anyway, there's more to this story, Ali.
His hand away and left the office. He says his job offer was rescinded 5 days later.
If there was remote, any part of that were true, he should have led with that and not begged for a job that we decided to pull from him for being accused of doing exactly what he did to us.
So you categorically deny it?
100%.
Santos seemed to be referring to last year when Myers was working as a journalist in Ohio and was charged with a felony for publishing audio from a source in a courtroom. Myers said there was no basis.
Hold on.
Is Myers
yeah, does he talk? Do we get to hear some of this Myers guy?
I don't know. If you guys had to guess, is Frank of the Rainbow Persuasion? Is he
this guy in front of you?
Is he YMCAing out in these streets? What's going on with the
I
kid?
told you that a few seconds ago. I said, look at the seedy hotel picture.
Does that say Metro behind him?
Oh man, come on, bro.
That does
Come
say
on, bro.
Metro. My question to y'all is: do y'all think he's
Yeah, he's gay. He's clearly gay. Look at him.
I'm telling y'all for the record, if you're not out fresh out the military, put a mustache on. Just put a mustache. I need you to put a beard on, sir. I need a mustache. I need you to scruffy your face for the sake of manhood. Like scruffy your face, bro. I need you to stop manicuring your eyebrows. I need you to stop doing that. Right? I need you to stop doing that. Just, sir, if you hear this, sir, facial hair. See, we would have had a little more credibility had you had a mustache. I don't know what it is about a goatee and a mustache, but I don't know. Very baby butt skin face having.
Yo, all right. Let me hear what this dude's. Let me hear what
For
they
the
say.
charge, and it was dismissed.
If a source passes something on to us, just like you said, we can publish that.
Santos continues to face.
If a source passes something on to us, just like you said, we can publish that.
Santos continues.
Yo, I think that's a woman.
Nah, that's a dude.
All right.
Keep going.
That's a scary picture right there, though.
Yeah, keep going.
That looks like a still from Damien the Omen. Here comes the don't do sexuality. No, we're not sexuality shaming. We're just asking a question because it seems to me that this could be this could have been an ongoing
Hold on. Stop. Here's the problem with that sexuality shaming thing. Here's the whole problem with that. We don't care whether he's gay or not. We don't care. We're telling the joke.
Facts. We could care less.
We really could care less. But here's the problem. We're talking about a congressman, a sitting congressman, and a man charging him with groping him. Somebody that's publicly been, admitted that he's gay. And I don't know about this other dude. But here's the other thing. When we talk about the agenda that's being put on people and being pushed into the left, we got to talk about how this sexuality stuff plays into this. This is exactly what we're talking about. So it's not a shaming of anybody, Brother Bob Finch.
Not only that, but you can't shame someone's sexuality. I mean, the shame has to be inherent. I mean, what's shameful, right? With shame, I can't give you shame. But anyway,
yeah.
Let's hear this out because, in all fairness, right? Do y'all think that because he was charged with a felony the year before that this could have possibly been a setup? That's really the question here. Do you think that could have been a setup?
It could be. It could be.
Could it possibly have been a setup? Or do y'all think he's really out in these streets groping? Like, do you really think with all the pressure that this man has that he's going to be out here groping? Y'all really?
He's groping. I think he's out there groping, bro.
Allegedly groping. You have to say allegedly.
I said I think. I think.
Yo, Bob, do you think he's groping, Bob? Do you think he's groping? I mean, we're not sexuality shaming him, because not that his sexuality matters, but they bring it up. He brought it up. We don't know anyone's sexuality until they broadcast it. So you can, yeah, it's safe to say we don't have a heterosexual flag. Like we don't have one. What's the equivalent to the rainbow flag?
I don't think there is one. That's a very good question.
Yo, Peter said, yo, that's Sam from FTX missing the wig. I'm done.
Oh,
so Bob said yes. He thinks he's out in these streets. I'm not mistaken. Bob thinks he's out here groping. I think it's a possibility, like you said, Ali, because see, the thing is, it's unfortunate, but we have to use general terms with this, right? There's this psychological side to homosexuality that in men that isn't often discussed. And a lot of the times this is about power. Sometimes these dudes are actually what we call bisexual, Ali. They go both ways, and it's more about power and emasculating another man than it actually is about them being physically attracted to another man. So my point being, is he one of them power hungry, dominant, sadistic psychopaths? Like, to lie about your mom, to lie about your college education is pretty psychopathic. I gotta agree on that.
Yeah, and I'll put this out there, bro. I'm just saying simply, to lie your way, you had to know and not care about the fact that all of this stuff was going to come out. You got to
let me ask one other quick question.
Hold on. Let me just throw this at you. Think about the idea of everybody knowing who George Santos is and getting an invitation from him to be his guest that is swearing in. Do you go?
Say that one more time.
You know who George Santos is. You get the envelope in the mailbox a couple of weeks ago to go to his swearing in. Do you show up as a George Santos guest to that?
Oh, do I show up to the U.S. Congress, House of Representatives? Do I show up to that for George Santos's?
Yeah, do you show up for that?
I might.
As his guest, you would go.
I know our podcast would be super big. Who's the guy with George Santos? I mean, we're gonna get I don't know. There might be more pros than cons with that. I don't know.
All right.
Do y'all go? Do you guys go if you get the invite to go as George Santos's guest? Now, let me stop. I don't go. You know why I don't go?
Why?
Because if he puts his hands on me, there's not the only story you're gonna have is that we have an injured congressman or a congressman elect. Yo, his hands are broke. What happened in that room that you came out with 2 broken hands, sir? What did you? He put his hand on my lap, and I don't know what kind of party he thought this was, so I proceeded to do something to him.
Now, you didn't call the police right then and there? You got grind groped and just let it fly? And it just so happened to have to come out now for some reason?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So maybe that guy that we saw is just taking advantage of the situation, knowing this dude is 2 feet under the bus. I mean, but I don't know, bro. I don't feel bad for him because he's a lying POS, right? I don't feel bad for him. What I do think is that we are taking this a little far, because why ain't Biden get the same work? I know it didn't. Well, you can't play whataboutism. No, we kind of can. This guy's your president. What about all the lies he's told over the? I mean, do we just? It doesn't matter that I graduated the top of my class. He's the original Santos.
That in my Maury voice, that was a lie.
So yeah, I mean.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're at the 30-minute mark here at Top of the Morning. Frank says, nah, it's no setup. His word is no good. Yeah, because he lied so much.
You don't got to go to his swearing in, bro. Integrity, morals. Yeah, you don't go. Nah,
You
that's
don't
why I
go.
said that, Frank. There's like 3% of me that thinks about it from the marketing standpoint, which is like, well, the cameras will be on you and the boobity boppity woobity.
What
You know
were
what I'm
you
saying? You have
doing?
that business side, which is about 3%,
Ah.
which is like, that would be shocking to walk in with. But then your morals and principles and integrity kick in, and you'd be like, so do I walk in with the lion ass guy? Do it?
Nah, you don't hit him with that. You don't hit him with that. Ladies and gentlemen, right at the 31-minute mark, you're checking out Top of the Morning. We got one more thing to cover. Give us a like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel, TUC Twins. We're going to take a very quick commercial break and come right back. This is going to be interesting. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back on Top of.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right.
Welcome to Top of the Morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are checking out the Urban Conservative Twins here on TUC. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining us on Top of the Morning. If you haven't done so already, please jump on over to tuconservative.com. Get yourself a membership, and we appreciate that. So I want to, last thing to cover this morning, bro. I know, and we agree, Raul, like not all Democrats, right? Not all Democrats are far leftist. Is that a fair statement to make?
Not all Democrats are far leftist.
Yeah. Like not all Democrats are.
I don't even know if I could ride with that at this point.
Whoa.
I don't even know if I could. I mean, being objective and I guess. I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I what I'm saying is there are Democrats who disagree with age inappropriate material, the boys and the girls schools, all this kind of thing. This idea, this whole concept and idea about what the reality is on the ground versus what people get to see in the media, what gets said on CNN, what gets said on MSNBC, the people with millions and billions of dollars to put up social justice ads during the Super Bowl and all these kind of things that happen, bro. I've just realized that a lot of these Democrats they don't want people to live in the reality that is what we're actually dealing with. This dude out of California, Democrat Representative Robert Garcia, said, you look at a place like California, we're safer today than we were 15, 20, or 30 years ago. Does that tell you that dude is living in reality? Where have you been?
I know this is petty. I gotta excuse my pettiness. But people's faces be irking me. Get something about his face.
Yes.
It's like this like pretentious, weird metrosexual vibe. Like you know what it is? It's the mustacheless man bothers me. That is what it is. I'm sorry. I know it's totally off kilter, but it's just I don't know. It says that he's something very soft.
According to some, that's how Americans like their politicians: clean-shaven, baby-face guy.
I don't know.
Why do you think they all have that look?
It doesn't project strength to me. It doesn't project something. It's a lot of hair grease. It's a lot of shine. You spent 37 minutes doing that to your head. Bro, brush it, run the one guard through it, brush it, and get the hell out the house and go chop lumber or something. What is it men do again? Throw a football, drink a Budweiser, do something manly. You know how much time it takes to shave your entire body? He looks like he shaves everything. I don't know why I'm doing this, Ali, but it's just these guys bother me. It's like this type of person who can make the decision to opt out of objective reality when it comes to policy. How can you do that? How can you stand on the side of policies that are objectively terrible? And then take the talking points and be like, well, here are the talking points, and because of the boop, 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 boop. And then you think us, especially in the quote unquote black community, especially us with these Democrats, y'all absolutely depend on emotionally emotional conflict, creating
Right.
emotional conflict, and then showing up as the savior of that conflict that you created. You created the conflict.
Right.
So, how can you say California is safer now than it? Like, that's ridiculous.
This guy doesn't come across to me. He doesn't have the look of somebody who's been in LA that's had any. He just doesn't give me that vibe. And here's the thing: you have Democrats
What's the
out there
guy's name?
Garcia out of California.
That
Yeah,
narrows
Robert
it down. There's
Garcia.
only 11 billion Garcias.
Representative Robert Garcia. Rep Robert Garcia. Now here's the thing that and bro, I'm saying this from the perspective of the reality of it is violent crime is on the rise in California. It's less safe than it's ever been in places like LA and places like San Francisco. Rod, do you know what the Snap Crap app is?
That the app where you take a picture of garbage or poop and then come get it?
Yeah, that's it. They literally have to have an app for you to point out where the crap is.
Okay. Now I get the weird. Now I know why Garcia looks a little weird to me.
Why is that?
Garcia was a California youth coordinator for George W. Bush's 2000 presidential campaign. He also founded the Long Beach Young Republicans in 2005, describing himself as socially liberal and fiscal conservative. Garcia guided and organized the Young Republicans, which developed a charter that was recognized as an official club by the Los Angeles County Republicans. Garcia also worked as an aide to Republican former Vice Mayor Frank Colonna when he was in the city council and ran Colonna's unsuccessful bid in the 2006 Long Beach, California mayoral election. He changed his party in 2007 to Democrat before being elected to office. Can't win here as a Republican, gonna switch to Democrat.
Wow, that guy. So you go from Republican to Democrat and clearly towing the line on foolishness. Because there's no way you could objectively make the claim that California is safer today than it was 20, 30 years ago. There's no objective, factual basis to make that statement. And part of what we were going to talk about in this whole idea of Democrats not living in reality is Jim Clyburn said, and this is what he asked me, he said, given the awful poll numbers, should President Biden reconsider a run for re-election? Jim Clyburn said, I think the country will respond very positively to his candidacy. Meanwhile, we covered this yesterday on the show. The majority of Democrats don't want Biden to do it again. They like, sit yourself down somewhere. You 80-something papa. You need to go on and wrap it up. You shouldn't be doing this in the twilight years. You should be at the crib, remembering where you are as much as you possibly can, because there's no way you're going to convince me this dude knows where he is half of the time. He does. I
knew it. What
you got?
I knew this dude was gay.
Who?
Him.
Oh, clearly.
Listen, y'all think we bringing this up to bash him? No. If you're not smart enough or keen enough to pick up on the fact, why are there so many gay men in positions of authority? And why wouldn't you think they would be pushing their agenda? Let's just be honest. Do you actually think you're going to have a group of gay elected officials not promoting gay issues? Do you think their constituency and their sponsor base and the rest of these people, do you think they're not saying, hey, we need you to do this, we need you to do that, we need you to do this? You can't be that much out of the loop where you don't think there's a issue. But my thing is, I'm starting to notice this. Is even in cities like Rocky Mount, bro. It's a lot of this going on. I never believed in the gay agenda. I was like, nah, you guys are conspiracy theorists. There's no such thing as a gay agenda. There's the gay community agenda. There's no such thing. I know gay people. They're not a part of the agenda. As the years have slowly went by, bro, I'm starting to think I was wrong. I'm starting to think I was wrong.
No,
What
the way that you got to frame this is there are some gay people with an agenda.
Yeah, but it seems to be more and more and more of them. And then like what's his name? What's the big comedian's name? That's always on Joe Rogan. I can't remember his name right now. The fat guy.
Okay.
He said
Diaz?
it. He said Joey Coco Diaz said, pardon my French, y'all. He said, you don't need a bunch of motherfuckers to do something. He said, all you need is 3 motherfuckers. You could do anything with 3 motherfuckers. You could take over a country. All you need is 3 bad. He's right. So you don't need this cabal. You don't need 75 million gay men to do something. You just need 13. Just you need 13 of them
Clearly.
strategically placed within
Right.
the political structure. So ask yourself this. Why did he switch from a Republican to a Democrat?
To win in California.
Right. So is he sticking to his values or is he playing the political game? So where is the line of playing a political game and sticking to your values? Now, I've seen you decline, Ali. I've seen you do it. I've seen you decline to play the political game to stick to your values. I've seen you do it.
Okay.
So I know that you don't have to compromise yourself to get into position to help people, whether that's, do elected office or anything. You don't have to compromise your values to be in a position. I mean, I guess that explains why I didn't become whatever in the music industry, because I didn't want to do certain things.
Right.
So, there's an issue with this to me, and I didn't know he was gay until just now, but how can I put this? He wouldn't have got my vote. If I lived in George Santos's district, he wouldn't have got my vote. Because me personally, and I'm speaking for Raheem, I'm not speaking for anyone else. As much as I can help it, I don't want to be led by a gay man. And there's a reason for that. I don't want to be led by that, because then that's what I'm following. And I don't want to follow that, because that's not, I'm not to say that I don't care what you do in the privacy of your bedroom. But once you make it known to the rest of us, Ali, you put yourself out there for the judgment. You put yourself out there to be scrutinized, analyzed, and every other
That's
eye
fair.
that you can get.
If it's a no, don't ask, don't tell situation,
I won't ask, and you don't have to tell me.
Right.
Just leave.
I said that the other day, bro. That's the cloth that we're cut from is the don't ask, don't tell generation. That's where we need to do.
Yeah, but my thing is, it doesn't matter if you're gay, bi, whatever. If you're an excellent leader, lead. Just lead. Demonstrate your leadership skills. You don't have to let us into your personal stuff, and think about this. I can't imagine our military putting up a rainbow flag. I can't imagine our military being ran or being the front people for our military being transgender, whatever you call that. I don't understand how this is acceptable and how corrupt at a level, or how is the word infiltrated, bro?
Well, what you gotta look at when you talk about that, that's gotta be a discussion from the framework of what's called mission readiness. And that is a huge conversation that is had, that was being had based on what that allowing transgenders into the military would do to affect mission readiness. And that's a whole can of worms about psychology. When I say that's a serious issue, and when you look at the statistics in the transgender part of the population, as far as suicide rates go and psychological issues, you have a hard time convincing me that these are people you care about if you're going to put them into a combat situation.
Look, Frank got a good point. Look, brother Frank got a good point. They already got what they want: legal marriage. So hold on, legal marriage. I don't know where you was at with that, Ali, but I figured, listen, marriage is between a man and a woman. This is a religious thing, but comma, however, who am I? I'm not Allah. I'm not God. I can't determine who should do what. I don't have that authority on this planet to determine any of that. What I'm saying is I didn't agree necessarily with because of the can of worms that it opens in redefining marriage and the anti-gay hate laws, right? I don't think that was necessary because assaulting someone is assaulting someone. How do you want to be in the like? How do you want to have special rights and privileges? And the minute these special interest groups within the political structure acquiesce to these ideas, these laws get passed. So like the brother said, you got to respect their unity. The one thing you got to say, you got to take away from this is they got what they asked for because they stuck together. They went out there. They what do you call it? Protested. They got on the backs of their legislators, no pun intended. They got on the legislators' heels and they forced the issue legislatively. That's what they did. They used the power of their dollars. They're buying dollars, right? They're buying power. They leveraged their relationships. They did all of those different things and they got those laws passed, whether we like them or not. So Brother Frank is correct. We do got to respect their unity, but the question becomes, then where's our unity? Ours meaning the American people. Here's ours.
Right. The people who think it's content of character over color of skin. Where's that unity?
Right. Yo, these people's faces make me mad. Not him. Him. His face on the left. Pause it.
Him.
What in the? All right, yo, you gotta stop doing this to me, man. I know y'all think I'm being judgmental, but I'm just expressing what irks me. Like it irks me. Like they picked the.
I got you, bro. I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, at the 47-minute mark, you're checking out Top of the Morning.
What? Hold on. Why doesn't he have a baldy? Who's not telling him to go shave his head? Just
Uncle Jim. You're saying Uncle Jim? Somebody should have told Uncle Jim right there to just get rid of it.
Yo, bro, clean
just get rid of it.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Just get rid of it.
You look in the mirror, right? Yeah. Ooh, hold on.
Uh-oh. I saw that one.
Bob Finch just came with the smoke.
Oh.
There's a biblical marriage and a legal marriage. Not the same. I wish we had sound effects right now. Win, win, me. Jamaican sound effects pad right now. Boop, boop.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody. But what I'm saying is that Clyburn right there?
That's Jim Clyburn, man.
Yo, Jim, come on, bruh.
Like, come on.
And then what is that shape? Pause it. What is the shape on his head? What is that shape? What is the shape?
You talk about from the barber?
Yeah, like you walk into the bar, like, bro, I need you to give me a W. I need a W. I need some type of
if there's any barbers watching, do you
I almost want to call Breeze right now, FaceTime Breeze, and be like,
do you shape up that area right there? Does the clipper actually go right there? Like, does the clipper actually go into those areas right there?
I'm FaceTiming Breeze because I need to know what this is called. Go ahead, carry on. I'm
literally listen, Jim Clyburn is out here. What his statement is that the American people will react positively to Biden's candidacy is what he's talking about here. And folks, we covered this the other day. The numbers don't dictate that. The polling numbers that's being done among Democrats is that they don't want Biden to run again. People don't think he's doing a good job. Even Democrats don't think he's doing a good job. The left has all but lost all hope in Kamala Harris. They can't tell you one thing that Kamala Harris has done. Can anybody tell me, point to one thing that Kamala Harris has done? If you know one thing that Kamala Harris has done.
I got it. She explained the rocket taking off.
Okay. Okay. She did that. That's making a statement that's not actually doing anything, but okay.
She explained kids, the astronauts to the kids.
Okay. No. Oh, no. Not gonna know. I think the problem is because you had a bunch of people clutching their chucks and rocking their chucks and pearls and all that kind of thing to support her. You can't tell me you don't have buyer's remorse right now. You can't tell me you're happy that you was out rocking the chucks and pearls. Ooh, girl. You can't tell me that. Listen, Ra, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. You're not. I didn't even tell you I was going to play this. Listen to this. Hold on.
I'll speak in a moment. The fact that I think most of us who are devout public servants understand that we in government have great possibility in terms of the range at which we work as government, but when we are joined with our friends in the private sector, we can take advantage of the skills and the innovation that they so uniquely in so many situations are able to accomplish and grow. I'll speak in a moment about the fact that I think most of us who are devout public servants understand that we in government have great possibility in terms of the range at which we work as government, but when we
I don't this is your girl. This is what y'all rock with. Word salad sister, not actually saying anything, nothing on the border, no education policy. Now, I went through this with you the other day, bro, and we said, well, I tried to find the cop out for her. I was like, there's no real power. The vice president really don't got no power. Is that an argument? Is that a cop out, a valid cop out for her?
No, because you have the expectation. That doesn't take away from the expectation. Y'all, listen.
Whoa, you said expectation. Whoa.
Kamala gonna get in there and everything gonna be fine, girl. They gonna get in there and they gonna do everything for us.
All right, yo, look, I got friends in hip hop, and again, pardon my French, that was goofy as hell during the Trump administration. And the reason is that I'm saying that it was, and I'm saying this respectfully. Like, trust me, it's respect. It's coming from a place of respect. But y'all were being goofy as hell during the Trump administration. When Trump was doing things in office that benefited the communities, y'all were saying F Trump. Yeah, everybody had a song. Dump Trump, F Trump, Trump ain't this. Everybody had a t-shirt, anti-Trump t-shirt in the black community. Everybody had one in the hip-hop community. It was very few rappers, if any, that supported Donald Trump. Now what you got is crickets. There's not a bump Biden. There's not none of that. None of that. Where's the Kamala, the anti-Kamala, like the black unemployment's increasing, violence in the black communities going up, and the communities in urban communities around the country, and you hear nothing from hip-hop about it. You hear nothing from hip-hop about it. The same exact people that was on the dump Trump, fuck Trump train, right? There's no bump Biden train. Now it's all crickets. Now it's just all weed smoking songs. Now y'all don't have a political interest, and some of those folks be like, yo, I'll come on your platform, but I don't want to talk politics. What? Y'all was pushing Joe Biden. Y'all was pushing Kamala Harris. Now things are falling apart, and you don't want to talk politics? All right, bro.
Right. No. But that's the whole point. This whole idea of Chuck and Pearl Day, y'all not repping your girl the way you was repping for her before. You're not going as hard as you were for your crew before they got it there now you're not repping. Okay. Frank got a comment. Biden Harris got tangibles for immigrants, illegal ones mostly, but that's okay. They just lied to black Americans about specific tangibles. I'll do you one better, Frank. They didn't even offer any specific tangibles to black Americans. They didn't have anything to offer other than
what's the idea? Whatever happened to the idea of don't ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country? What happened to that? When did we get into this culture of aggrievement, this culture of the government owes me something, the political structure owes me something? Listen, right. If you're not a taxpayer, shut your ass up. Shut up.
And
You,
one
if,
thing,
listen,
hold
if
on,
you,
Ra. Look at this. 3.44%, lowest unemployment since 1969. Bob, the only problem with that is the unemployment rate doesn't mean anything. You need to go look at the labor force participation rate and then come holler at me. Tell me if the labor force participation rate is higher than it's ever been. And I'll tell you right now, it ain't. Unemployment is just people seeking unemployment claims. People are giving up on even trying to get unemployment at this point. That's a different story. But nice try though. What was you saying, bro?
Ooh. United States labor force participation rate dropped to 62% in December 22 compared with the previous month. U.S. labor force participation rate is updated.
Ah. See, got to give me the labor force participation rate, folks. See, they throw these and then and look, man. I expect people to fall for the Chucks and the Pearls. I expect people to fall for a good marketing plan, a good slogan. But we're talking about, to Brother Frank's point, the fact that they didn't even make an attempt to offer anything. I thought it was interesting to see how Ice Cube got treated when he was working with Donald Trump to come up with the platinum plan, right? The key difference between the two is the participation.
Hold up. Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, and others supported. Nah.
They did, bro. They did.
Ali, what do you mean by supported Trump? What does that mean?
Listen, Wayne went so far as to be seen with the dude, Black and them. Like, they didn't tear him down. There was no anti-Trump song from Lil Wayne or Kodak Black. There was some that rocked with him. Now we were talking to the homie about some other things that were trying to get put together behind the scenes that this thing getting put together.
Did Donald Trump pardon Lil Wayne?
I don't know if he pardoned him.
He pardoned Lil Wayne.
Right.
Okay. I'm throwing it out there. So you got three. You got 3 out of.
But still, the point being, you have people like Meek Mill, who Trump said, come to the White House. Come holla at your boy. I'll help whoever you need me to help come through. And Meek Mill said no. You remember that? Yeah. So terrible idea. Right? Terrible idea.
All right, hold on. So you got, this is the list of rappers that love Trump. The Baby.
I know who that is.
I don't think Kanye West is going to be in that list.
Okay. Well, at one point, Kanye was in the list. I mean,
Lil
maybe
Pump.
not now. Lil Pump, I know who that is.
50 Cent, but just for a minute.
That's fair.
Wait, enough. Fuck Donald Trump. I never liked him. Like, that's what 50 Cent said, but then supported him. 5VO Foreign.
I don't know who that is.
I have no idea who that is. All right, we said Lil Wayne. We said Waka Flocka. Block Boy JB, don't know who that is. Asian Doll, don't know who that is. That's what you got.
I know Waka Flocka. I know.
Listen, there are more anti-Trump rappers than pro-Trump rappers.
That's a fair statement. Okay.
Let me just put it that way. And
that's fair.
The influencers, right? The influencers.
ASAP Rocky, yes, Brother Frank. ASAP Rocky, that's correct.
Okay, we got one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But bro,
6 rappers.
So the whole point being, what? There were more against them than for them.
Well, what I'm saying is that we can say they were pro-Trump. We can say that, right? We can say that. I'd have to do a little more digging because I'm not sure the context of any of those things. I know that's something that happens really fast. Is that somebody on our side, or you know who to use for a perfect example for this? Kanye's the perfect example for this. Not only Kanye, but you know how people jump on the bandwagon real quick, how somebody can say something that's deemed a conservative talking point. Now they're put on a conservative, what do you call it? A political platform, like they're put up on a
like a little political. You're so biased.
They become the savior. Like, oh, he said this, so that means he's a Republican,
or
right?
he's
that
a
means
conservative.
He said this.
Right.
And then you do a little bit more research and you find out where they're taking a quote and then somebody's making an opinion piece around the quote to frame it like these people or whatever. So I would need a little more info on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but now Bob is saying, all right, Ali, you got to deal with this. He's not understanding that 517K jobs were created last month, and most of those are federal jobs. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, just stop.
Like, what are we talking about?
Stop.
Hey,
Yo,
what-
listen. You
like,
can,
what
you
are we
can,
actually talking about?
you can fight for your guy, like Jay-Z said. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't, bro. Numbers don't. Those are primarily federal jobs, man.
Hold on, real quick.
All right. In the meantime, while you do that, ladies and gentlemen, you're on top of the morning. We got a little bit of an extended show today. The State of the Union is tonight. We're going to have some highlights on it tomorrow morning. So make sure you join us tomorrow morning again for top of the morning. And then on February 13th, this coming Monday, we've got Professor Nicholas Giordano from the PAS Report. You've seen him on Fox News all over the place. Check him out at the PAS Report, available wherever you listen to podcasts. Again, Monday, 8 p.m., Professor Nicholas Giordano is going to be joining us here for the Urban Conservative Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please jump over to tuconservative.com, get yourself a membership, grab yourself a work privilege mug and or t-shirt, a couple of things, share them with your friends. And hit us up on YouTube, TUC Twins, man. Make sure you know when we go live. Hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. What are you going for here, Ron?
Oh,
I agree
I
with
was
Brother
looking
Frank on
for
that.
the
I agree.
facts on the 517K jobs and how many of those were federally created jobs with the trillions of dollars being spent. Like, to say that the low unemployment rate is the lowest it's been and all of that stuff like that isn't making it any easier anyone's wallet. It's not changing how much eggs and milk and wood and lumber cost. That, like, these things are weird statistical data that doesn't really reflect real life. Because you can say 517,000 jobs were created. I'm still going to spend $32 on 12 ounces of coffee, 6 eggs, and a half a gallon of milk is still $37. Like, right now. So, like, you can't rationalize that one away. You
All
can't
right,
do that.
check it out. 166 million Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, including the majority of people making over $100,000 a year. Retail spending is down and inventories are up. Inflation is outpacing wage growth for 21 months straight. Gas prices are up last 5 weeks in a row. You gotta be kidding me. The confidence in the economy is at an all-time low. You got to think about what's happening here. The fact of the matter is, we could go across the line of food costs. We could go. Everything is costing more. The dollar's becoming more worthless. Then you look at the bumbled handling of this Chinese spy balloon, blah blah blah. You know,
we didn't even get into that.
Yeah, we didn't even. Because look, man, at the end of the day, bro, I think there's certain things that would or wouldn't happen if Trump was in office. I just don't think that happens with Donald Trump in the White House. I just don't. I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah. Well, all right, folks. It's been an hour. Top of the morning. You know?
Yeah. Y'all are going to have a wonderful day. We will see you back here tomorrow morning for top of the morning here on the Urban Conservative. We got, again, Monday. You do not want to miss Monday night's episode. Yeah, please put that up. Yeah, you do not want to miss Monday. If you have questions for a certified bona fide political science professor, straight shooter, Professor Nicholas Giordano is going to be joining us. We're going to be talking about what we think is going to happen in the U.S. Congress. What are we going to see coming out of Republicans to try to stem the tide of the destruction that is Joe Biden in this administration. Does this escalate with China? Does this balloon incident, does this shooting this down escalate with China? That is a very important question when you think about who has control of,
So hold on, would they have
making
flew
our
the balloons
medicine
if
and a
Trump
lot
was
of
in
our
office? You heard
non-durable
that they flew.
goods.
Did you
Huh?
hear they flew balloons over America when Trump was in office, but they didn't want to tell him because they thought he would overreact?
I
Allegedly.
heard that, but I also heard that there are 3 directors of national intelligence that's saying that that did not occur.
Okay, I just thrown it out there.
So I saw the guy that they trotted out there. The I think it was a general. They trotted out there to say that. So we'll see. We'll talk more about it Monday night with Professor Nicholas Giordano here on the Urban Conservative Podcast. Y'all have a good rest of the day. We'll see y'all later. Peace.